I've realized since being cyberbullied, I've realized I cyberbully too, and I'm not willing to stop.
What are they cyberbullying you guys?
Well, to me, they're like, your dad should be embarrassed that you're his daughter. Based on 2 seconds. Based on 2 seconds of me being like, oh yeah, that's my dad. Anyway, they're like, so he's rolling over in his grave right now. He's alive.
Wait, are we recording?
Now we are.
Okay.
Now we are.
Well, let's talk about
that.
All right, let's talk about everything.
The Quiz Show with Devin and Julia.
Hi. Welcome to the Quiz Show. I'm Julia.
And I'm Devin.
And this is a show where we quiz each other, quiz other people and guests, our friends, family maybe even one day.
Maybe.
Using magazines that are kind of deranged, but from like the 2000s, 2010s, 90s, 80s even.
80s
maybe.
even. I just got some 80s mags in.
Ooh. I gotta know what they're asking people in there. That's so
I'm
inappropriate.
scared.
But
I'm
excited. Okay. So
I'm really, this is a couple things. It's layered. I'm really grateful that we went viral with almost 400,000 views on a clip where I revealed the nepotism that I, have been very privileged from. On the other hand, never earned more than $28 an hour in my life. Don't see huge skyrocketing benefits. Yes, the foundation of a safety net of finances is there. Wouldn't have been able to do half the things or anything in my life without it. But I'm just saying, like, there's a reason people don't know I'm a Nepo child, and it's because I'm not successful. So I'm glad that it went viral. Tell me why you're watching that little clip. You're so like, oh my God, it's Francis from Bug's Life. What makes you not want to click on our profile, click follow, and then maybe watch it? Why is it 350, 400,000 views and then our other ones are not getting but 300? Period. I'm like, can you just follow and then see the next one that we put out? Because you might be colored intrigued. You might be seeing stuff you like. So first of all, that. Second of all, being cyberbullied was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I was like, maybe I have more compassion for people that I'm constantly spouting off about, like talking shit about on my Instagram stories. Again, no one sees I have 1,000 followers. Then most of them are like my family members. But I will constantly be like talking shit about the reality shows I watch. And then I was like, well, and I often will be in the comments of like reality stars things being like, I almost commented, go fuck yourself, on a post of a man on Bravo who is causing a lot of drama right now. I almost commented, this is just since I've been cyberbullied and I'm thinking twice. So what I did before was just, I would comment that, or I'd be like, that, that's insane. That's exploitative. Like, and now I'm like, all right, I don't really need to be in the comments like that. And yet. The Survivor finale last night.
Oh yeah.
The way that the things that I wanted to say about Miss Stephanie and Miss Chrissy, as Jonathan would address them as. Jonathan, you don't watch, so you don't know.
No.
Jonathan is my worst nightmare, which is a regular white man from a regular white place who chooses.
That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. Genuinely, horror. I couldn't think of anything
Number
worse
one
other
horror
than
movie,
a mediocre white man. Couldn't think of anything worse.
But it gets worse because he chooses a lifestyle of having dreadlocks and wearing patchwork capris. So that's what he chooses in life. And he thinks that, so it's like, I think he thinks that's like quirky personality. And then he also thinks it's a quirky personality to call people like Miss and Mr. So if he was talking to us, he'd be like, well, Miss Devin says this, Miss Julia, whatever. And he addresses.
Is he straight?
Yes.
Huh. Is that a Southern
I mean,
thing?
I think he doesn't say he is, but like, he's not Southern that I know of. Like, I can't tell where like what he's representing. But what I can tell is that he aligned himself with the most foolish fools on the island. And I think that what they all might have had in common was support for and I don't understand how libel laws work, but I allege that what they might have had in common was support for alt-right beliefs, and that was their alliance was built on that. And then they get to, all I can say is, Stephanie, just have sex with Jonathan if that's what you want so badly, but don't let it come into the sacred game that means so much to us. But I was wanting to comment these things, post these things, and then I was like, I guess I won't, because I'm like, I guess it's mean to just be talking shit about these people. Then I think about it again and I'm like, okay, I have to get over the cyberbullying. You know what? I have to get over it. They have to get over it. And it's all fair in cyberbullying and war. So I'm like, I guess I'll keep, I don't need to comment, go fuck yourself. I did not need to do that. I saw something that upset me. I did not need to do that.
Yeah. But hurt people.
Hurt people. And if I want to say Stephanie is a succubus who wants to have sex with Jonathan and she allowed that to really impact the game, and that I don't think anyone in their right mind, especially not Jeff Probst, Mr. Jeff, should be saying that Stephanie inspires women to be a stronger woman. We all know what Stephanie inspires. Okay? So that's that. I'm happy that about other stuff that happened, and I'm unhappy about certain stuff that happened. Won't say more, given that someone in the room has not caught up.
Oh my God. 2 nights ago, I was like, I'm going to do a little computer time. I have some things I need to work on. And I put on the Knicks game, and then the Knicks were losing. And then we proceeded to watch the fourth quarter, which the guys on the TV that were talking were saying that it was one of the biggest comebacks in NBA playoff history. And I was kind of like, wow, I just witnessed history.
Wow.
I was like, I feel like I'm a part of something.
Wait,
in my
so were
living
you
room.
previously like a fan or not really?
I mean, I would watch the Knicks like pretty passively. I mean, I'm an avid sports gambler, and my friends would give me shit for betting on games and then not watching them. Fair. And so then,
I mean, I do that too.
Yeah. And so then, yes, that like 2 days ago, I was just like, I'm going to just put it on. And I was also waiting for the new episode of Widow's Bay to come out. And then after the Knicks game was done, which they went into overtime, it was crazy. It really was.
Then they won.
And then they won.
So are they champions?
No. They won the first game of the series, and they played to, it's like the best out of 7.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I forget that Apple TV, when they release stuff, it's like on, I don't even know why. They say that it'll come out like on the 20th or something, but then like if it's like 11 p.m. the day before, it's like on Apple TV.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's how it was for Severance, because it would be like, oh, every new episode every Friday, but then my friends and I would watch together on Thursday nights. It was really weird. I don't know what time zone they're in, but like but yeah, so then I watched the episode of Widow's Bay and was
Is
really
it good? I watched last
God.
week's episode, was amazing.
Oh my God. Last week's episode was I love that we got to see that diva. What is her name?
She's amazing, but I don't know her name.
I forgot her name. But you, for the watchers out there, you know what's up. But like, my roommate described her as evil Allison Brie.
That's so who she is.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I think Allison Brie is evil, so she's like the nice Allison Brie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's evil. I just mean like everyone's gonna hate everything I say.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The last thing I was gonna say is I think it's really funny that like in terms of the takeaways from our clip that went viral on TikTok, the vast majority of the comments were people being like, this is what I know like Dennis Leary from. And I'm like, that's so great. And that's awesome. Like fans, like, yay.
Right. That's true.
And then there would be like one out of every like 40 comments that would be like, I think it's so weird and like fucked up that you guys like don't know each other's parents intimately.
Right.
And then I would be like, right. So,
well, sorry.
I mean, we've only been friends since what, 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first of all, that. Second of all, like people say that often where I'll be friends with people for years and they're like, why didn't you tell me that that's your dad or something? And I'm like, it doesn't come up. Like, I'm not like, oh, what does your dad do for a living, by the way? Like, we're adults, so we don't talk about that. And it would be weird to just be like, hey, nice to meet you. By the way, my dad was an actor who was in something. Like, I would never just randomly bring that up.
Totally.
But I did think it was funny. There was one comment that was like, this is such a classic, like, human reaction to celebrity that someone commented, like, just looked him up. I recognize him, but I've never seen him in anything. And it's like, it's like the thing of like, what drew you to write that out? It's like the same thing as people will come up like, or have come up to my dad in the past and they're like, are you like someone, like, should I know who you are? And it's like, so if you don't know, like, maybe don't say anything. Like, it's like, you're just reacting to the idea of like, oh, I think you are something. So like, just by the way, I think I know something, but it's like, I don't really know anything and I'm not a fan at all. I've never seen anything.
And it's like, babe, that is a conversation you have when you're being forced to watch TV with your mom and you see someone on screen and you're like, I gotta know who that is.
Like, look it up on IMDb maybe or something. But anyway,
I did feel personally offended by people who were just like, how do you know? And then there was someone who was like, don't like their vibe.
Really?
Someone was like, oh, I don't like the vibe that she created. I think because I admitted to not knowing who your dad
vibe
was.
she created.
And I was like,
imagine I'm like, whoa, the vibe you're creating right now is like so bad.
Right. I guess I'm like, okay. Insane.
No, the vibe you created was amazing. The vibes in here are always amazing. My Friend's Basement Studios. The vibe we have is amazing.
I think
we're best friends.
We're girly pops.
And
we're having a key.
Whatever anyone says in anyone's comments is no one's business, including me when I'm in your comments or anyone else's comments. So, period. I want to ask you about being on 2 public dating shows.
The dating shows I was on. Yeah. So I was on 2 of them. I was on one that's called Pitch and Pair. That one, they have like a pretty decent like number of followers on Instagram. And basically it's like one of those things where they have a friend make a slide deck about like a friend they're trying to pitch to like a group of or an audience of like singles. And my friend Britt Miggs was supposed to do it, but then she got sick, but she had still made the slide deck. So then we had my other friend, Jessie Ballard, fill in last minute, which was so funny because Jessie had not, like, it was very last minute. She had not seen the slide deck. And then we just like went up and she's a star. And
it
just
seemed like she was so like versed in it.
Oh, I mean, also because we're such good friends, like she's like, yeah, it was like a bunch of screenshots of my Letterboxd reviews, which like she's seen all of them. So she ate down. And oh my God, she got like the biggest laugh of the night too, because there were 2 guys that went up before us, a guy that was pitching his friend. And the guy like was hot, but like low-key boring.
Ugh,
and
classic combo.
And then they sang together at the end, which like, don't get me wrong.
Sing?
Like, I think it was an original song that the guy had written. And like, don't get me wrong. I do original comedy live on stage and have bombed my ass off many a time. And that's me doing something in earnest and then being hurt thoroughly by that. Don't get me wrong. I get that. But then watching 2 men earnestly sing on stage a song that was like not very good, I was kind of like, somehow that feels worse.
Disgusting.
That feels worse than what I was trying to do.
Totally.
Anyway, and so Jessie comes out and then she just right off the bat, first thing out of her mouth just goes, so those 2 guys are definitely making out in the back of the room, right? And
oh my God.
It was the biggest laugh of the night. And it was a long show. There must have been like 15 people that got pitched and like it was crazy.
Was everyone pitched a comedian?
No. So there were a bunch of like regular people, which like, hey, all love to regular people, but you can't capture an audience the way that me and my friends can. And I will stand by that.
Totally.
And hey, the star power can be earned, but it takes a long time to earn on stage live. And but yes, but also they were like totally fine and like earnest. It's like it's a dating show, you know what I mean? And so then I did that, and then immediately afterwards I got like 8 new followers and like 3 DMs.
From men.
It was like, I think of the followers, at least 6 of them were men, and then all the DMs were men. Yeah.
Okay. Any cuties?
Okay. one of them DM'd me and like it also did not have any photos on a private page, no face like in his profile photo. And he was like, hey, I'm so-and-so. Do you remember me? And I was like, in what world?
Yeah.
In what world would I remember you?
Like,
What? Be
No.
so for real. And then, so that was that. And then the other one that I did was a Now This like dating show called Dating Booth. And they basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. You go on a date in a photo booth and it's like introduced as a blind date. So you're wearing a blindfold and the person is like sitting very closely next to you.
like you're posing for the photo booth.
Exactly. And then
Cozy.
very cozy. I was sweating in there. And then you like take your blindfold off and then you like have a date. Like me and this guy like talked for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, you guys are gonna edit that into like a 90-second clip. Like that's crazy.
That is.
I'm like, what? I also said so many things that I was like, this should not be on the internet. And I played to camera a few times being like, and you know what? Someone is going to see that and they're going to be upset with me.
Yeah. Well, getting canceled, no press is bad press.
Okay, T. Yeah. No, say that.
Getting canceled in Dating Booth
I'm going to
is
get
the new going viral on one clip on TikTok.
girl, I'm going to get canceled by my 2,100 followers.
That's pretty good. Don't underestimate yourself.
Thank you. But yeah, so those were
So any future
I did go on
plans?
a second date with that guy from the dating
The
booth.
booth?
Mm-hmm. And then I did also go on another date from the Pitch and Pear show too. Yeah.
how many stars if they were Letterboxd movies?
One of them does follow me on Instagram.
So 5 stars.
I mean, it was totally fine. Like,
Okay.
he was very nice and he was cute for sure. I think am somebody who is so like, I don't know. I'm a romantic. I want to get
Totally.
swept off my feet. I'm the kind of
Totally.
person that like, even if I have an electric conversation with somebody at a party who is on a romantic interest, afterwards I'll be walking away and being like, I want that person to be my friend so bad. Like
That's how
wanna
I felt
hang out
when
with
we
them.
first talked. Not when we first talked, but like the second time we talked.
Yeah, the first time we did was at like Baby's All Right or something like that.
It was at Marissa Moorhead's.
Was that a
birthday, I
Baby's
think.
All Right? No.
No, it was at Blinky's.
I get those
cursed.
those two names I get mixed up.
Blinky's is cursed.
Yeah. But
my opinion.
oh yeah, I remember, yes, that was such a short conversation though. I feel
I
like we
know.
only talked for like 2
I was like, oh wow,
seconds.
you're stunning. You know my fiance and you're stunning. At the time, my boyfriend of 1 month. Oh, hi. Hi. I was like, so Eli
I just thought you
hangs
were
out with
shy.
young women. No, I
just
was
thought
shy,
you
and I
were
was like, I don't know what to do.
shy.
Everyone's young. Yeah.
And then wait, yeah. So that was that.
No, I don't need to say anything.
No, it's okay. I played pool on both these dates though, which is pretty funny.
I've been trying to I've been trying. I went once with Eli to a pool bar and tried to play it. And I wasn't good, but I'm like, can you be patient? Like, I'll get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Come play with me. I'm not even kidding.
Have you been to East River Bar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you like it?
Yeah. I
thought-
actually
thought
never
it
played
was
pool
cute.
there, but I've been there a bunch of times. Meredith had her birthday there a couple years ago.
I was thinking about having a party there. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Oh, quiz time?
Should we do the quiz?
Oh, totally.
So I'm gonna be quizzing you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to hide. How does this look? I got this vintage.
The folder is really
It's
calling to me.
It's a Lisa Frank folder, but I got it on eBay in like a pack from, I guess, Samantha Horsham,
That's awesome.
and she has the subjects written on
I love that.
it, and this says religion. So I guess she
Oh.
studied
Theologist.
theology and how to become a deacon of the Catholic Church, and this was her folder for that.
And You know what? We need divas in those roles.
This girl, remember this girl and just being like, I want to be this girl.
I don't know if I had that thought, but
Okay. Well, whatever. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm totally excited. Okay, let me find. No, I'm actually really excited to give you this quiz because it's actually so you. Okay. Let's just jump into it.
let's just jump into it.
So, question 1.
Okay.
At a pep rally, where are you? A, at the podium giving an inspiring speech. B, leading the cheers. C, sitting in the stands, totally bored to tears. D, at home. A pep rally is so not your scene.
What was B?
Leading the cheers.
Okay. It would be a mix between A and B. I was in student government, and so I had to organize the pep rallies.
You had actual pep rallies and stuff?
I mean, they were terrible. Like, we did a bad job. There was like no school spirit. That was like something that people would talk about all the time, that we had terrible school spirit. I could definitely tell you many reasons why, but I guess it would be a mix between, I guess A would be closer because there were times we had to speak into the microphone. So A.
Okay, A. And let me ask you this. What was your school's mascot?
An eagle.
Oh,
The Centennial Eagles.
that's not bad.
Yeah, our football team was so bad my senior year. I think it was the year after I graduated. They disbanded the football team because there wasn't enough interest.
Oh,
And my high school was 30% Asian. And that was really difficult for me
why?
because all the other Asian kids were really smart. And I was kind of just like mid.
So are you saying 30% Asian as that's like a lot of?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but I guess it is in America.
What high school did you go to?
The Taft School.
The Taft School. Let's see if
Let me guess. I would say that the Taft School was 20% Asian.
let's see.
It's like 99% white Anglo-Saxon.
12.5% Asian.
Well, I just didn't see color, so to me it looked like 20. Does it say any other did it have any other numbers?
Oh, yeah. 52.7% white, 18.4% multiracial, woke, 9.1% African American, 3% Hispanic. Yeah.
Okay. Go Rhinos, I guess. Okay, so you said A. Okay. Number 2, you secretly find your lab partner adorable. So you A, ask for a study date. B, pinch his butt often. C, ignore him. He's likely a jerk and you're shy. D, ask him if he'll run away to Nepal with you.
What was the first one?
Ask for a study date.
Okay.
Or pinch his butt often. I know that's what you want to say.
Okay. No, you're right. I'm constantly looking for ways to make men uncomfortable physically. No, but I think it would be A because I remember when I was in high school, there was this guy who was like in a class above me and everyone was like, oh my God, like he's so hot. And then he sat across from me like in chemistry. And then I was like, okay, this is kind of crazy. He is beautiful to look at.
Wow.
But then he ended up being like really cool and nice. And we got paired together to like do stuff all the time because that's how the seating arrangement was. So he and I became like good friends. And I was like, wow, I can't believe that hot guy is my friend.
But did you want to fall in love? Did you want to pinch his butt?
No, he was hot, but he was like high school boy skinny. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But he was like fit because he like played soccer or whatever. But like, yeah, do you know what I mean? So he wasn't really caked up the way that like you'd want to if you were in high school.
So you have AA so far.
Okay.
You know how that is. It's always like mostly A's, you're this.
And that's my bra size, and that's a callback.
Mostly A's, but not 100%. Okay, 3. At a club, you can be found A, networking your way around the room. I can't tell if this is like a
Oh,
club,
school
like in
club.
school or out in the club. Okay. A, networking your way around the room. B, flirting with the cutest guy in the room. C, deep in conversation with your friends. D, dancing on a table. So I guess it's like
Oh, I
the
guess it's the
club
club.
where you network and
Yeah.
also dance on tables.
I would be fucking around with my friends. So that'd be C, right?
C,
Yeah. Big
deep
time.
in convo.
Yeah, me and my friends are always getting together at the club and just talking to each other.
I love just chatting deeply with someone at the club.
At the loudest bar and the loudest club ever.
Leaning closer and closer in and being like, yes, okay, then what happened? Then what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Because I don't like anything else about the club, to be honest.
Me and my friend Heidi were doing that when she came to visit a couple weekends ago, and all my hometown friends were there. And we were at a really loud bar.
Where'd you go?
We went to Ray's in
Oh,
Greenpoint, and
did you see Justin Thoreau there?
straight up, no.
Oh,
But we were loudly drunkenly being like, yes, our parents grew up or grandparents grew up in communist China. That's crazy. Am I right? That's basically what the conversation was.
a guy like comes up and hears that and is like, all right, well, I guess I'll come back later.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you're at.
Yeah.
Number 4, when you first start seeing a guy, you fall for him. A, after a few dates. B, immediately. C, in 6 months. Don't let your guard down. D, because you were really good friends first.
We were just talking about this. I feel like I'm the kind of person that if it's going well, or if I know that I'm gonna like hit it off with this person, it's immediate.
Yeah. Immediate or not at all.
Yeah, but then this question is like, seems to be like generally when you go on a date with a guy at all.
Well, it's saying when you first start seeing a guy, you fall for him. And then it's saying like, do you either fall for him after a few dates or
Oh.
immediately or in 6 months?
It would be immediately. It would be immediately.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
So
Okay.
is that B or C?
A, C, B is where you're at.
Okay.
Okay, 5. In college, you'll probably, still got time. In college, you'll probably major in A, pre-law. What else? B, communications. Next up, Oprah's job. That's what it says. C, literature. You love the romantics. D, who needs college? You're going to be a star.
Ugh. I wish it was D, but the closest thing would have been A because I went to
Pre-law?
I went to business school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
So were you going to be an entrepreneur?
No, I do. I do what I do now. I feel like whenever I drop that lore that I went to business school, everyone is like,
Did you like it?
it was fine. I mean, like, I don't know what else I would have done.
Right.
If I had done theater, my mom was like, I'm not going to pay for that. And I was like,
Mm.
totally, girl, go off. She was, I was like, right, this immigrant woman did not come to America for her daughter to major in theater. That makes sense.
Oh,
But ultimately, it was the right thing to do because I have like a pretty chill day job.
I know.
Mhm.
And I have nothing. Making everything about me. Okay. So AACBA.
Okay.
This is the last question.
Okay.
Your ideal guy is A, the class president. B, the captain of the varsity basketball team. C, the photo editor of the school yearbook. D, out there waiting for you somewhere and you're going to find him.
This is hard because the only thing I find relatable about Taylor Swift is that I think people talk about this all the time, where it's like when she got famous when she was 19, that's kind of where she got stunted, like emotionally. And so therefore it makes so much sense based on how her music is that she would be with Travis Kelce now, because it's like, well, of course, she's always saying about being the other girl or like the not popular girl, and she's always
You know how to ball. I know Aristotle. That's what she says.
Go bars. But so in a way, I feel like I do relate to that.
Okay.
Um,
Like being the smart girl with the
yeah,
athlete guy.
yeah, but I find myself more attracted to like a Troy Bolton
Who's that?
from High School Musical.
Oh, Zac
Zac Efron.
Efron. So what was he like singing, playing basketball?
He was like performing and playing basketball. I'm
Okay.
like, you can have it all. That's the kind of vibe.
You need a performer who plays basketball.
well, that, but more of like a man who wants it all.
A man who wants it all.
Ambition. So ultimately it would have been A, B, C, D. Like he's out there somewhere.
He's out there, but he's a unicorn.
Yeah.
He's not going to be easy to find.
Exactly.
And I do think Taylor, like, will, like, I don't want to speak ill on anyone. I don't want to side.
I think you can speak ill on Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't speak ill on her. I love her, but it's like there is still someone out there for her to me, because I'm like, I get the attraction. I get where their lives, they don't see each other very often, and this maybe works. But when she says, like, in Life of a Showgirl, one of the songs, she's like, I asked God for a best friend who I think is hot.
Oh.
Travis Kelce is not your best friend. Like, I can see being like, I'm with this really hot guy. They're not best friends. Like, they have nothing in common. What do they talk about besides being famous? Which you can only talk about that for so long.
Well, I don't know. Both of them seem sort of equally empty.
Julia, she's one of the greatest songwriters of our time.
Okay, what about Paul McCartney?
She's up there with Paul McCartney. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
You don't think she's a brilliant songwriter?
She's never really gripped me.
But I'm not gripped by the Beatles, but I admit that they are really good at what they do.
I feel like I can't have an opinion because I haven't heard enough of her, like looked at the lyrics enough to like have a determination. Of course, like the songs that were popular, like when I was in high school, like are bops. Like You Belong With Me, that comes on at the club. I'm singing every single goddamn word. Gun to my head, I know all the words. But like, I don't think I've seen enough of the data to make a determination.
Okay, well, she's really smart and really talented, and he is really good at tackles, I think. So I'm just saying, like, I don't see it being like, oh, they're best friends. They tell each other everything. Like, they have so much in common.
Yeah.
Like, they're hanging out 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she can't talk about the things she really cares about with him because he wouldn't get them. And that's going to get old.
Sure. Okay.
Because I do think like you have to be brilliant to write Folklore, Evermore, the Red Album, 1989.
Totally.
Just think about it.
Totally.
Okay. There's no way you'll guess what this quiz was. It has nothing to do with any of the questions. But if you want to guess, I will say I chose this quiz because the title of it made me think this is so Julia.
Oh.
And then the questions kind of had nothing to do with it.
Huh. Okay. Then it makes me think that it could be like, so me. What things are, I don't know, like, I have no idea. What kind of what's gonna be your vice when you're in your late 20s? Gambling or drinking? Playing pool? Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
That feels like what me is.
So the quiz is called If Your Life Were a Movie, Which One Would It Be?
Okay, cute.
The sub thing is quiet on the set, roll tape, action. And then there's like this little girl who's like holding a movie camera.
Okay. Let's hear the results.
You can see her. She's like kind of like slouching with a backpack, but also like filming with a Super 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the movies were, and then you guess which one was yours.
Okay.
Bangers.
Okay.
Legally Blonde, Bring It On, American Pie, or Crossroads.
I haven't seen Crossroads, but I've seen all the other ones.
Gotta see it. So good.
Probably Legally Blonde.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Mostly A's. Legally Blonde, just like Elle, you've got a one-track mind. Your future. You've put love on the back burner, but have no fear. Once you achieve all those ambitious goals of yours, you'll be a part of a power couple. like her and Luke Wilson, I guess.
Yeah.
She didn't really put love on the back burner at all. She just moved on from
Mm-hmm.
Warner to Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
do you want to guess the year and who's on the cover?
Well, you showed me the cover.
No, I didn't. Did I accidentally show it to you? The whole purpose of this was to not do that.
Also, I've seen that guy's face. I have no idea what his
You
name
don't know
is.
who he is?
I can't. If you told me his name, I could probably figure it out.
Ladies of the World, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
This is April
was he in?
2002. 40 Days and 40 Nights. He recently was in a movie called Trap. M. Night
Oh.
Shyamalan.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
the butcher.
Oh. Should I watch that?
It's really, if you like Final Destination or like fun, kind of funny horror movies, definitely. He's so hot. It's like painful.
He's really hot in it.
He's hot no matter where he is.
Totally.
I did see him on the street once and I was like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. He's just really beautiful and talented. And I wanted to read something from his interview and his spread in here.
Okay.
Oh my God. Like,
Yeah, no, he's gorgeous.
he's kind of what you want because he's like, he could be like an athlete, but he's also an artist.
The way his eyes are like on his face with his nose, like right here, he looks a little bit like Parker Posey to me. Do you know what I mean?
This.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't
young,
see it.
Young Parker Posey. Just a little. Whatever. Think about it.
All right, I'll think about it.
Marinate on it. Oh.
This is the centerfold.
The spread. Okay, snakeskin.
He's okay. So it says that his birthday is July 21st. He's a Cancer from St. Paul, Minnesota. They make beautiful men in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Period. Underwear, doesn't wear any.
That's crazy.
In Cosmo Girl, I don't know if you should be saying you don't wear underwear.
That cannot be true. When
No.
men say that, I'm like, that can't be true.
That sounds really painful and uncomfortable. but
Right?
Okay.
I'm like, you're wearing jeans and your balls are out.
Your balls are just rubbing against
your
the
fucking
hem.
jeans. That's crazy.
No, that's not true.
That's insane.
He says he thinks his best quality is his butt, so you would like to pinch it. He
Okay.
thinks his worst quality is his pecs because he doesn't have any. And his favorite movie,
Oh my God, he sounds just like me. I'm so flat chested, but I carry a fatty on the back.
yeah, he's very you in a lot of ways, especially because his prized possessions are his hat and his guitar.
Oh,
He would be singing songs.
okay.
So they separated this interview into segments, and this segment is called His Sacrifice Drama, but it's just him talking about dating. He says, I find intelligence attractive, and then there are certain girls that just glow. You just know they're right, but I don't have a set list to find a girl. It just doesn't work like that. After being linked to models Giselle Bundchen, Estella Warren, and Frankie Rader, he reportedly is now seeing a longtime friend who lives in St. Paul, Minnesota. The Midwest keeps you grounded.
I do like that.
It's just funny to be like, I don't have a set list. Like, it's just about like the inner glow. Giselle Bundchen, like, yeah, I mean, she's checking off some stuff.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I feel like I've
so-
learned more about myself.
I mean, being Legally Blonde is really amazing.
Yeah, I think that it's a compliment.
It's one of the best movies ever.
I want to rewatch that soon.
It's really good, and the second one is good too, in my opinion. And the show is coming out.
Oh.
Elle, like her before. It's like her as a girl,
Who's playing her?
an unknown.
Oh.
I actually followed on TikTok like the journey of them auditioning people, and then they like called this girl who's like an unknown, and they were like, "You're Elle Woods."
That would kill me.
I know. Imagine your whole life just changes.
That would kill me.
They're like, we're actually gonna make young Elle Woods Asian. And
Yeah,
it's
that
you,
would be
Julia.
cool.
That would be great. And I don't think anyone would cyberbully you.
I don't think anyone would cyberbully me either. I wouldn't cyberbully me. That's also
People-
because I'm not commenting on stuff.
Well,
Which is not a slight to people who do comment on stuff. I commend it. I just don't want to be perceived but I'm also addicted to being seen by the masses.
That's
a problem in and of itself.
It's really complicated.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's very Elle Woods. She thinks the long game. She's like,
Actually, I will say the most recent time that I can remember where I commented on something that was like public, that like wasn't just like my friend's post or something, was the Criterion Collection a couple months ago had Cillian Murphy. And you know how they always do a Polaroid of them like with their pics and they like post it on Instagram? The photo that they took of Cillian Murphy with the Polaroid was so bad.
really?
It made him look so ugly. And I commented, I was like, why would you use this photo? Why didn't you take another one? I was like so mad.
Did they respond?
No. And I only had like 1 or 2 people like it. And I was like, cool. So no one else is thinking what I'm thinking, but I'm saying the thing out loud.
He has such a character-driven face.
Yes, his bone structure is very unique.
Like, I love how they're always using him as a meme of like just being like, I don't want to be here.
which I love.
I know.
I love that that's his resting face.
He's beautiful.
He is really beautiful. I love him so much.
Do you watch Peaky Blinders?
I do.
Eli and I started it and I was like, it's hard with like when things are old in time for me.
You know, I was thinking about a lot this week when you had told me that you're hateful in the morning.
Yeah.
That's such a funny way to put it.
I'm hateful a lot of times today. I was hateful right before I came to record this. Did it show?
No.
But
But also it's so funny to imagine that like Eli makes you coffee in the morning and he comes in with the coffee and he's like,
the coffee's like kind of weird today. I hope you don't mind. I literally was like, well, weird how? No, I don't know.
that's really
no,
amazing.
I don't know. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tune in next week for more quiz gods like Riz God. That's a Survivor reference.
Oh,
QUIZGOD quiz god.
get into it.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
The Quiz Show with Devin and Julie.